Hey to everyone out there. Welcome to my video channel, Grace Life. As I always say, I love to get on to encourage, to inspire, to motivate people to know that God loves them, to know that God is there and God is waiting for you to come to Him and lay all your cares and burdens on Him, and that don't give up hope. I will trust, believe, and expect a miracle, expect the impossible to become manifestation in your life. Um, and that's grace. No matter how many times you've fallen, get back up and try again. But I just want to pop on real quick because I was talking to a friend of mine, and she have kids and I have kids, and mine's a little bit older. Even though I look good for my age, mine's a little bit older. And so she said she don't know how to build them up. She don't know how to encourage them and speak affirmation into them because it was not done for her. And in one of my prior videos, I did talk about that. Be careful what you speak about your kids and build them up for the positive. So I wanted to be a little bit more specific, and I'm going to be a little bit more gender. Then I'm going to do another video for the other gender that I did not do, but I want to start with daughters. Speaking to your daughter. Speaking life, and this can go for a man or a woman, so this can go for the mother, a father, or anybody that raising a child. Sometimes, auntie, uncle, grandmothers, um, foster parents, adopted parents have children, and it can be hard. And it's like, where do you start? So one of the things that I grew up without, and that was affirmation and confirmation. I didn't have a lot of people building into my life, speaking into my life positive things. I did have them to do the opposite, to say what I could not be. I had them speak the generational curse into my life of what they seen, because as I said, my mother had some issues. She had some mental issues. So, and rather than saying the benefit of the doubt, to say, well, she can overcome what her mother been. I heard the opposite. So I heard that, oh, we should be just like a mother. But by the grace of God, I did not become like my mother. I became what the best of my mother could have been. And God did that. That was none of me, because I didn't know. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know nothing about speaking into existence. I didn't know nothing about affirmations. I didn't know nothing about think positive, be positive, and you will have positive in your life. So, and this is, like I said, once again, for daughters. And sometimes, these words are not all found in the Bible, but one thing God said, ask and you shall receive. That's you have to ask and you shall receive. He says, speak blessings and you will receive blessings. If you speak curses, that what you shall receive. And you have to line yourself up with what God says. So for those that have daughters, some of the things that you can speak into your daughter life is, you are worthy. You have wisdom. You are intelligent. You are creative. You are beautiful. You are created by a wonderful creator who made you and designed you to be special and unique. You are precious in the sight of God. You are righteous. You are honorable. You walk with integrity. You walk with dignity. You do not have the spirit of fear in you, but power to overcome failure. You will have great relationships. You are loved and you will be loved. And tell your daughter, I declare over you that you will find the purpose in your life that God have designed for you. No harm will come to you, but you will walk in prosperity. You will walk into the light. Darkness will not overcome you. You got to tell her these things so she'll know that she is the truth, that she deserves respect, care, and honor. Some of the things that you can tell her. And you can go about it however you want to. But I'm telling you now, you have to speak this into your kids' life. You have to do these type of things. Because the devil is hoping. The devil is waiting. The devil is expecting you to do none of that. He is expecting you to declare failure. He is expecting you to declare hateful, jealousy, vengeful things to your daughter. So that way as she growing up, she don't know who she is. She don't know her value. She don't know her worth. She don't know that God have a destiny for her life. And that God have not preordained her stuff to be hellacious. That God is not creating this course of life for her to live in default of generation curse of poverty, depression, fear, abuse, adultery relationship, unfaithful relationship. That God is not designed that for her. But God is designed for her to be in joy, peace, serenity. That God had designed her to be humble. He have given her spiritual gifts and talent to use in the word, that to edify and help build others, to help, to be a blessing to other people, as she a blessing to herself. Because in the Bible, they say that a woman will build her house. A wise woman will build her house up, and that she don't build it up to be foolish. That a woman know how to act. And I mean, please don't. God said the same thing for a man before somebody even go there. But back to the woman. So you have to build your daughter up. She got to know that God loved her, that she's a queen, that she deserved to be treated with love. Because you know why? Because God love her. That she don't deserve abuse. That she don't have to live in fear. She don't have to live broke. She don't have to live to addictions of this world. That she can overcome lust. That she understand the value that God placed inside her. That she have gifts and talent. She have wisdom. She creative. And then let her know life is going to be unfair. She gonna make mistakes, but it's okay to get back up and find yourself back in God's grace. Knowing that God is always with her, God is always loving her, God is always forgiving her, and that God is directing her life. That God is waiting for her to come in that closet or come wherever she at and speak and say, help me. Because a lot of parents get in that moment, we can get caught up in our own life. We can get caught up in jealousy. We can get caught up in pride that we don't want to tell our daughters the truth. We don't want to tell her, hey, start your relationship with God now, so that way you can hear his voice. You can hear his voice in good time and the troubled times. Because you don't want to wait until hell comes. Then you're trying to hear God. Because it can be hard because you have all the outside world trying to. You have all your emotions trying to build you up to make a bad decision. And God is speaking to you, but you cannot discern his voice from the others. So the time is now where she don't have too much, worldly issue going on, where she don't have too much peer pressure of adults in her life telling her wrong things or anything. And she can sit down as a child, as a teenager, or however, and even if she's grown, if she's young enough, tell her, God loves you. God just wants you to build that relationship with him so you can know the direction to go. You got to tell your daughter something. And it should not be nothing of envy, because no one told you. It can't be jealousy. Once again, let me say, you cannot sin in jealousy, envy, revenge, spite, because you don't want to share positive affirmation, confirmation, build up to your daughter, because no one did it for you. I am a product that, and I can easily say, no one did it for me. No one sat down and told me how to build positive things in my life, and that all I had to do was vision it, imagine it, think it, speak on, and I would manifest positive things in my life. I heard the negative things, and those things took root in me, but by the grace of God, he removed them. But guess what? I learned from failures, bad moments in my life, I learned to build positive things up in my life. I learned to be obedient to God's instruction. And I took those things that I learned, and I passed it down to my daughter. I passed down affirmation to my daughter. I did not allow the devil plan to say, just because my mama didn't do it for me, I won't do it for my daughter. She has to learn how I learn. I said, no, I'm going to make the path for her. I'm going to make the path for her. I stopped the devil and I broke a curse. I broke down a generational issue. I said, it's going to stop with me. Just because my mother didn't do it for me, don't mean I will not do it for my daughter. I will do it for my daughter. And I have daughters. So I will do it for my daughters. And I will continue to do it for my daughters. And I will do it for their daughters. And long as I live, I will pass it on. And any young lady that comes to me, I will pass it to her as well. Because guess what? The devil, as I said once again, is suspecting, hoping, and wanting you to do that. He wants you to sit in jealousy. He wants you to keep your mouth closed and not speak positive and not tell what God have done and how you can break cycles and curse it and tell that young lady what her worth is, her value is. He wants you to allow that lady to fall in sin, fall in trouble, so you can speak even more negative things about her. So I want to say, well, that's cruel. Yeah, but guess what? It's some cruel people in this world, and you don't have to go far to find hateful, vengeful, spiteful people. They can sit right there next to you. You won't even know, and you call them mama, auntie, daddy, uncle. They can sit right there, be right there next to you. It don't have to be your neighbor. It don't have to be the person in the grocery store. It could be the people right in your home that blood related, that been around you for I don't know how long, from the beginning of your life, that would speak negative in your life and would not do the build up of affirmation or a positive thing, a blessing that God, have given us to declare in our life, to help, to edify and build up other people. I mean, don't nobody want to hear that, but it's real. I went through it, I seen it, I experienced it, but I made a decision not to do that. And I encourage someone to take that and say, I'm not going to do that neither. And not even if you don't do it, they say, I don't know how to. Say, you know what? It's not hard. Let me start somewhere. And if you don't know the words to say, find yourself in the Bible. Find the word that God had given you to say. And if you say, well, I don't know how to use the Bible, you know how to use positive adjectives. You can look them up. You can Google them, and you can say them. Look at your child. Look at that young lady around you. And even though she may not believe it, say it anyway. You're smart. You're beautiful. You are worthy of love and respect. You don't deserve abuse. You don't deserve fear. You don't deserve somebody to mistreat you. Let her know her worth. Let her know that she's valuable to God. Build her up. Start somewhere. It don't have to be a 5-minute affirmation. It don't have to be a 10-minute. If you can give her 30 seconds, 15 seconds, one line, one word, do it. Start somewhere. I hope this blessed someone. I hope this helps someone. And as I always say, walk in love, live by faith, and grow in grace. Until we meet again, stay blessed.